Hey there. So, with Apex students this year, I have the opportunity to offer you to be a mentor for a student that you may be working with. If you have an Apex account, you should be able to log in and you will be a mentor to a student. Um, if you have specific students that you know you will be working with, you can always email me and I can add them to your account. um, and you would have access to all their courses. If I forget a course, just let me know. The counselors are supposed to identify if there are certain students that are supposed to have mentors. So, like if they're students in the TLC program, if they're ALP, ELP, ESL, special ed, that way I can put them on, um, put a mentor on their account so that their rostered teachers could support them some way. Um, and so with that, we would log in. And I'll log in with my mentor account. And so my mentor account is BMath. And everyone's would look the same. You have a dashboard. You have a menu button. Just kind of gets you to the dashboard. That's really all it has. And then it lists your students. It lists a course. The course is really just the Apex course. So what Apex calls it. Which is generally what students see when they log into their class. It just shows the course. It doesn't say what Ames High Classroom is. Okay, the classroom is what we call it. So that's what you really want to look at. And if you need to, change your column widths so you can kind of see specifically what class it is. So here's Social Studies World History Semester 1. World History is equivalent to our World Studies class. So freshman level course, okay. Sometimes we may have Western Civ students take world history. They're kind of interchangeable. There's a few things that are a little different between the two, but they do work as an elective credit. Generally, if they took world studies but not world history, we can kind of fudge things a little bit. So, couple things here. You notice there's some blue links. If you click on um, the student's name, it will give you their overview. It tells you who they are, um, when they logged in last, and then how many active enrollments they have. So student A is our generic student. Student A has 73 active enrollments and what courses you currently have access to. So student A currently, BMath has access to 2 of student A's accounts, and then list of all of student A's accounts. Okay. Um, hit the back button in Apex whenever you hit a back button. Don't hit the back button on your browser. It could end up kicking you out, and then you have to sign in, and you might get frustrated. Um, and then there's the pop-out button. The pop-out button is what will grant you access to the student's class content. Okay, so this gives you access to the student content. So you now have access to everything the student has access to. You have access to the overviews, the studies, all the activities that they have to do, their readings, um, all the assignments. Okay. The triple bars in the upper left-hand corner will give you the outline of the course. So if you want to look up, okay, Unit 5, okay, what's in Unit 5? Okay, Unit 5, okay, well, Transformation of Europe, okay, what's all that about? Oh, okay, that's what's in Transformation of Europe. All right. There's some resources that you can look into. So there's the syllabus, key terms, and so on. So you now, as a mentor, have access to the student's entire course. So, and then of course, who the student's teacher is. And then the last thing that to worry about is the enrollment details. You can click on that, and it will take you to what the student is working on, their assignment sheet. So kind of at the top here, teacher's name, email, student's email, teacher notes. Generally, teacher notes is where I will put if the student's courses had any compacting or component recovery done. So if you want to know if the student's course has had anything done to it besides any other modifications, I will put notes in there. Um, so as you can see, there is a place for like last due date, when the course is done. The fall semester, generally we have students be done by the Friday before winter break. So this student A, does not have any set due dates, partially because it's just our play student, but that's where students' due dates will be set for the fall. The spring, that's still being debated. It may just end up being the last day of school, since seniors' graduation day isn't until after school is out this year. Normally, we set it for the Friday before graduation, if that made any sense. Sorry if it didn't. So here we have the student did a pretest, tells me when they completed the pretest, what percentage they got, their score, and then they've taken at least one quiz. They've gotten a 0% on the one quiz. They are currently blocked on that quiz. Apex is not allowing access to mentors to be able to reset. So the student will still have to contact an Apex instructor to have things reset. And they can contact any one of the ALP staff. All four of us are Apex instructors, and we are running labs this year, all four of us. So if they should be assigned a lab, most likely, and so they should contact the lab supervisor they are in. If they're not, they can always contact me, and I will try to get to it as soon as I can. Which generally, most of you know, I'm pretty quick at resetting things. So there's some other features here you can look at. Notice there's the proctoring column. So you can proctor a test, pre-test, quiz. Basically, that means you can lock and unlock a test. So let's say you feel they're not ready for this first unit test. You think they need to study more. You can lock it. And if you feel that they need it to be locked, and you just don't want them to take it yet, you think they still need to show you some more understanding, just make sure if you're going to lock something and you want them to show you more understanding before they take a test, please let one of the Apex staffers know, or all of us know, so that we don't go and kind of undermine you and unlock it. Because generally, if a student requests something, we're going to reset it or unlock it. So if you do unlock something or lock something, or I should say, if you lock something, please let us know. That way, we're not hindering what you are doing with your student. Okay. Again, if they're ready for a test, go ahead and unlock it. I mean, we generally are okay with that. Pre-test, go ahead and unlock it if they're ready for their next unit. The only thing that we would prefer you not do is the semester exam, because sometimes we have to check on some other things to make sure they are ready for the exam. Plus, there are some other picky rules that Apex has set forth, and so we may have to do some adjusting to make sure the semester exam is ready. But otherwise, as a mentor, you are able to support them And I think this is going to be a great tool for you, and a great tool for us and our students to help them move forward and keep moving forward with their Apex courses. If you do have any questions, please feel free to email me. And so I hope everyone has a successful year and a good start. I know it's been kind of stressful for everyone. So thank you.